Hey, it's Corey from the Personal Greatness Project. You ever find yourself focusing too much on your weaknesses, focusing on those areas where you're not strong? Of course you do. You're human. We're all human. We all do that. So what we do is we focus on something where we're not very good. And then instead of focusing on that one thing, we tend to make a blanket statement. I'm not good here, so I'm not good in a whole bunch of places over here. And maybe I'm not good at anything. And we really let that kind of consume the way we think. Big problem there is it really gets in the way of us finding out who we really are, who we're capable of being, and tapping into that potential that my guess is deep down you know you've got in you. So I'm just going to give you an example of how this works. If you've been watching any of our student videos, and I sure hope you have been, you know Will. Will is an amazing young man. I'm a big fan of Will's, and he's got a ton of potential. But when we first met, Will didn't see it that way. In fact, I remember very clearly Will telling me he thought he had no potential and that he was stupid. And when I asked him why he thought he was stupid, he said, well, I'm not a very good student. I get C's and D's, and I actually just failed math. So if I just failed math and I'm not a good student, I'm stupid. And look, I get it because we all grew up in the same school systems. We all grow up in the same society, and we're part of the same society that teaches us that if we are not good at school, we're not smart. One equals the other. And that's not true at all. That couldn't be further from the truth. But that's the way we think. So Will didn't think he was smart. And because he didn't think he was smart, he didn't believe in himself, he didn't take chances, he just didn't have self-esteem and thought he had no potential. So I asked him, Will, do you play basketball? And he's like, no, I don't play basketball. And I said, how well do you shoot hoops? And he says, not well at all. I said, what does that say about you as a person? You can't shoot a basketball. What does that say about you as a person? He's like, well, nothing. Why would that say anything about me? Who cares if I can't shoot a basketball? I said, who cares if you're not good at math? And what we're not doing here, what we're not doing is saying that math doesn't matter, that school doesn't matter. What I'm asking Will is why he's choosing to evaluate himself, why he's choosing to judge himself on math or basketball or anything else like that. And so I said, Will, tell me something that you're great at. He said, I'm a great friend. I know I'm a great friend. I said, what would happen in school if instead of being measured in math, instead of being graded in math, you got graded on being a friend? What grade would you get? He said, I'd get an A for sure. I'd get an A plus probably. I said, how would that make you feel about yourself? And he said, well, then I'd be great. And see, that's the thing. Will is great. Will actually has a ton of amazing strengths that he started tapping into when he started focusing on his strengths. Will is actually super smart. Once he tapped into that, once he understood how smart he was, instead of focusing on his weaknesses, he focused on his strengths. Will actually became a straight A student, from C's and D's and just failing math to being a straight A student because he believed in himself, because he understood his personal greatness. He got into 7 universities. As we speak now, he just finished his first year at University of Toronto. I am so proud of Will. And those are just some of the amazing results and transformations that Will got to experience in his life. And it all started when he stopped convincing himself that he wasn't smart or wasn't good enough or didn't have enough potential because he wasn't good at math, and started recognizing where he was really strong and betting on himself. So bet on yourself, believe in yourself, and be great today. If you want help with that, if you need help with that, you know where to find me. Please reach out and go start living your 10. Start living your 10. You know you want to, and it's the best. Start living your 10, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.